So it's time to talk about new releases again. When I first started these videos, I promised/threatened that they may be a weekly occurrence, and it turns out they have been thus far. But we'll see how long it lasts, because sometimes things get in the way. But here we are with some new releases, and I will have to glance at notes for these because there are quite a few to mention. First is the single 4 Square from Waugh, who won a Golden Guitar about a month ago for Heritage Song of the Year. That song was taken from his album The Cast, as is this new single 4 Square. Michael is playing some shows starting in July. He'll be going to Tasmania, New South Wales, Victoria and Queensland, I believe. And he is fantastic live. You will not forget a Waugh live experience. So do go and see him live if you can, and in the meantime enjoy the single 4 Square, or perhaps the whole album, The Cast. Another Golden Guitar winner who has released a single is Melody Moko. Melody's album 2 Kids and a Radio was released last year, I think. COVID, all the times blurred into one. But this is her last single from that album, and it is called Save Me Rock and Roll. So do go and listen to the single or the album if you haven't heard it already. Also releasing a single in the last few days is Chloe Styler. Now, it's not strictly a country music single, but Chloe has released country in the past, so I'm giving it a little, leeway here. Also, the single Girlfriend is co-written by Sarah Buckley of the Buckleys, so there is a bit of country music pedigree there, and it's a great upbeat pop song, and I am a fan of upbeat pop songs, so that's why I'm mentioning it too. Girlfriend by Chloe Styler. Now, the upbeat song is Want to Get Away With You by Katarina Burgoyne, who has a history of writing fantastic country pop songs. She's now resident in Nashville. She's still Australian. So I will mention that song, Want to Get Away With You by Katarina Burgoyne. Mike Carr will be well known to a lot of people as part of Cornell and Carr and other projects he's been involved in. He also releases music under his own name, and he has a new single called Stupid Old Guitar. I think the title is ironic, because that stupid old guitar has, as he says in the song, taken him to Nashville and Tamworth and other places and helped him become a very successful singer-songwriter. Ian Burns has released a country rock, country pop track called California, which you may also enjoy, particularly if you are dreaming of traveling at the moment. And I wanted to mention a couple of releases that preceded me starting these videos, but I didn't want to not mention them because I'm really enjoying them. One is the album Sticks, Stones and Stories by Brooke, which is really heartfelt country pop. And I think if you love that genre, or you love emotional songs, then you'll really enjoy this album. So Sticks, Stones and Stories by Brooke. I also wanted to mention 2 EPs put out by Leece. So Ben released the album No Wonder the World is Exhausted, and that was under the country umbrella. These 2 EPs are not strictly under the country umbrella. They are labeled alternative, which is fine. If you like a bit of grunt and snarl and gristle, I guess, to your music, then you'll enjoy these EPs. But I also think that Ben could really sing the phone book and make it sound interesting. He's a phenomenal singer, and that's not to take away from his songwriting at all, because he's also a fantastic songwriter. But there really is something so wonderful for a music fan, I think, when you come across a singer who just makes everything interesting and everything compelling. And that is Leece, and his voice, and certainly the 8 songs he's put out on these 2 EPs fit that description as well. So that is Skywatching and Marrow by Leece. See ya.